Yo, this is Hollywood Cole, born in Seattle, Washington, by way of Virginia, and this is On the Come Up. So the way I got into music, my parents would play a lot of music when I was a kid. I was just kind of like into like sounds and stuff like that. Remember hearing like a lot of like old Anita Baker to Dr. Dre, and that kind of translated to me being a kid in high school that was into the mixtapes. So I used to like make a lot of mixtapes. This is when like Big Sean mixtapes were going crazy, and Lil Wayne and Drake and Wale, and I remember making like a lot of mix CDs for my homies and me. And then that translated to me being in college, being a DJ a little bit, and I got introduced to FL Studio. My boy Josh, he had showed it to me, and then that's how I got into making beats. Yeah, so some of my favorite producers, definitely for sure Jay Dilla. I would say Kanye West, definitely a big influence. Pharrell, for sure, big influence. Dre, he had crazy drums. I feel like my drums really hit, so I would definitely say Dre. Quincy Jones, the GOAT, you know, definitely one of the best producers in the world, so. I feel like the turning point for me was, moving to Atlanta, and basically like, I won a beat battle at Wish ATL. This was a couple years ago. Sonny Digital was a judge, Jason Reddick was a judge, and Gerald Keys. And basically after me winning that beat battle, it kind of allowed me to connect with a lot of people, a lot of the big producers in Atlanta. And by doing that, I was able to kind of just meet a lot of people organically, and that kind of just helped with like my come up. Probably BB King Freestyle by Drake and Lil Wayne. I think that was definitely a moment for me. I brought those cats together on a hip hop beat. I'm a core hip hop producer, so I would say BB King Freestyle. That was definitely a moment. I think just kind of having your business together, man, and having a strong lawyer. You know, like it's the music business, you know. So I think having a good lawyer and a good team is definitely important. Just, you know, to make sure that you're covered in all aspects. I think working with Dom Kennedy, man, there was kind of like a full circle moment for me, because I remember like being younger and like listening to him when I was like in college, and then him catching wind of me by my boy Quinn Miller, flying out to LA and working on a whole bunch of stuff for him, and he dropped Rap and Roll. And now I had like 5 joints on that project, so I was kind of like helping him kind of curate the sound. So I would say definitely working with Dom Kennedy on Rap and Roll. I think for me, man, I would consider myself a region, not just one region-based producer. I kind of get flavors from all over. Like I was born in Seattle, so I get a lot of the West Coast flavor. But I also grew up in Virginia, you know, so I got some of like the Southern flavor, but I also lived in Boston for like 7 years. So I get the West Coast stuff organically, because all my family's really from the West Coast. But I'm also able to take it to the East Coast and like the boom bap, and then being in the South listening to like Gucci. So I don't think one region kind of makes me one sole producer. I think I'm kind of very, I'm like gumbo, you know, you just throw a whole bunch of stuff in the pot. You got your shrimp, you got your crab, you got your hot sausages, and that's me. I'm not just one thing. I think I see myself and like where my music will take me is kind of being in a position to where I'm kind of like the cat that kind of just comes in and you basically just need my ear. I'm gonna be I see myself being a little bit more behind the scenes, like kind of like a No ID. You know, No ID is just, he's very respected, and he just may come in on a project, may not even make any beats, but you know, you just want his opinion, and he may like help you with like song structure or beat selection, or kind of like a Don Cannon, you know, probably like those two. On limited budget, I would probably work with Quincy Jones, help me with production. I would probably have A. Marie on the hook. I would probably have Michael Jackson doing the top line. I would probably have Wayne spitting the verse, and I would probably have maybe Kanye, just to come with something crazy, you know? I think Kanye would bring something crazy for sure. Practice, man. I think practicing, like repetition, you know, just making sure you're getting jump shots. And by jump shots, I mean like making sure you're making music, making sure you're studying music, you know. You gotta make sure you study, and you gotta practice, and also just kind of like being yourself and just being organic, because you know it's better. It's cool being able to send music and send beats like via email and text, but it's the best when you can actually get in the studio with an artist and just organically connect, you know? So just repetition, man, and just kind of being yourself. I think that goes a long way. Yo, I want to shout out Hot New Hip Hop. I want to shout out the Collective Gallery. We on the come up.